An object from beyond our solar system is barreling through the Sun's domain. Meet 3I Atlas, the third confirmed interstellar visitor, moving at breakneck speed, defying routine explanations. Could it be a visitor from another star, even an alien ship? And how might it operate if viewed through the lens of frequency wave theory? Let's dive in. Discovered on July 1, 2025 by the Atlas Survey Telescope in Chile, 3I Atlas was flagged as interstellar because it's on a hyperbolic trajectory, meaning it's not bound to the Sun's gravity. Observers estimate its nucleus diameter lies somewhere between roughly 320 meters and 5.6 kilometers. It is actively outgassing. Ultraviolet detections of hydroxyl, OH, show water activity at surprising distances. But there are anomalies. For example, a nickel emission signature that some have flagged as unusual. So yes, it behaves like a comet. But is that the whole story? Enter the provocative idea. What if 3I Atlas isn't just a comet, but a deliberately engineered object, a probe or ship sent across the galaxy? Not just wild imagination, even serious scientists like Avi Loeb have entertained the notion, assigning roughly a 40% chance that it might be technological in origin. What drives that idea? Its trajectory, unusually aligned with the ecliptic plane, which is unexpected for a random interstellar object. The so-called forward glow observed ahead of it, interpreted by some as a protective particle spray or buffer zone for an artificial craft. The nickel emissions and lack of expected iron lines, raised by some press outlets as manufactured nickel gas. So, if it is a ship, how might it operate? How could FWT help explain its propulsion and behavior? Let's explore. In frequency wave theory, FWT, reality is modeled as a quantum acoustic superfluid scalar field, phi, sustaining soliton particles. Frequency momentum FM equals 1/2 pW. A squared is a conserved quantity. Using this framework, one can imagine a craft, or soliton resonator, harnessing the cosmic scalar field, coupling to planetary or solar magneto-electric domains, and generating locomotion without classical fuel. Here's a speculative blueprint for 3I Atlas as a craft under FWT, resonant soliton hull. The hull is a coherent standing wave in the phi field, topologically stabilized, charge N, Bessel index M, and immune to kinetic dispersion losses. Frequency momentum transfer. The craft diverts FM budget into inertia nullification by creating a counterphase in the local scalar field, effectively reducing its inertial mass with respect to local spacetime. Magneto-electric anchor. As it moves through the solar system, the craft locks onto the Sun's magnetic field and spin rate, drawing power from that interaction, like a generator tuned to the rhythms of space. Plasma soliton jet. Rather than chemical rockets, the craft emits a plasma soliton tuned to a standing Bessel mode. The expelled soliton carries FM outwards, giving thrust via conservation of FM momentum. Dust particle buffer zone. This craft might spray large dust ice grains ahead as an obstacle buffer, making it appear as forward glow rather than a classic tail. Tail formation as decoy or natural. As the craft moves inward, solar heating triggers natural outgassing, which both masks the craft and supplies reaction mass, turning public observations into just another comet. Under this scheme, 3I Atlas could maneuver in ways that mimic natural comet behavior, while also exhibiting engineered signatures, unusual trajectory, forward glow, nickel emission, and high velocity. Let's weigh evidence. Evidence pointing to something unusual: hyperbolic incoming trajectory from outside the solar system, nickel line emission and lack of expected iron lines, forward glow or anti-tail behavior that some interpret as particle spray. Alignment with ecliptic and timing of Mars-Jupiter encounters considered statistically odd. Evidence pointing to natural comet. Comet-like behavior, active coma, tail growth, water, OH detection. Major scientific institutions, NASA, ESA, treat it as an interstellar comet, not confirmed as artificial. The nickel emission can still be explained by exotic but natural chemistry rather than manufacturing. Bottom line, while the alien ship scenario is possible, the natural origin remains most parsimonious. What happens next? Telescopes and spacecraft around Mars, Jupiter, and Earth are collecting data as 3I Atlas approaches perihelion. The sun's heating is ramping up activity. High-precision astrometry might detect subtle non-gravitational accelerations, a key sign of propulsion. Spectroscopy might refine composition, more nickel versus iron, unusual volatiles, unexpected isotopes. If the Kraft hypothesis has merit, certain FWT signatures might emerge. Anomalous phase coherence, emission of soliton jets, magnetic coupling behavior. What it means. If this object is artificial, it would revolutionize our understanding of intelligence in the cosmos, physics, and our place in the universe. If it's natural, it still offers a rare window into billions of years old extrasolar material and the scope of planetary system variety. So, is 3I Atlas an alien ship or a frozen wanderer from another star? Your gut may lean one way or the other, but the truth lies in the data. As frequency wave theory teaches us, follow the resonance, trace the momentum, look for coherence in the field. Stay curious, keep watching the skies, because sometimes the universe sends a visitor, and we might just be witnessing our first encounter. Subscribe for updates, share this video. Let's explore together.